Hey everyone, guess who got VEGITO BLUE? Yep, this guy. So, in this episode, I'll be explaining you how to use him. So, VEGITO BLUE, after you see this ultra animation, I'll get right into it. Let's do step 1, find a team. Well, I made 3 teams. The first team that I would recommend, and one that many people won't have, is Fusion Warrior. So, this team is mostly for rich players, not rich players, lucky players that get all the 3 ultras. Of course, you could also replace one of these units with Super Gogeta, which I don't have personally, so these are the equipment for all the units. I did not mean to press recommended. We'll get into equipment in about... We'll get into equipment... Why is it doing this? So, hey everyone. Alright, so, you want to know how to use VEGITO BLUE? Well, there are 3 steps in knowing how to do this. Number 1, you have to find a good team. Number 2, you have to know the equipment. Number 3, and most importantly, you need to know what the hell you're doing with the unit itself. So, therefore, you must read the kit to know what the hell you're doing, right? Pretty simple. Nothing that difficult. So, first, let's just go through all the teams. Fusion Warriors is the more difficult one to get because I don't think everyone will have VEGITO BLUE, Super Vegito, and Super Saiyan God Gogeta. So, I don't think, if you don't have it, this team, then it's fine. This is my number 1 team that I'd recommend to put him on. So, I'd recommend to get this guy Zenkai 7. I'll get him eventually. I am tired of it. Actually, in the meantime, I'll actually put the red Zenkai Awakening. That just looks a little bit better. So we'll put him. He has worse Zenkai buffs. We'll just put whatever on him. It doesn't really matter. Wait, what the hell am I running on this? Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be running on him. This is your Fusion Warrior team. This is basically future. Listen, I don't have Trunks and Vegeta, but if you have Trunks and Vegeta, you want to replace it for Zamasu. So, I'm being honest, you could run this with Trunks and Vegeta instead of Zamasu. You could run it with Zamasu instead of Trunks and Vegeta. But you need the 2 centerpieces is that you need VEGITO BLUE and Goku Black. These are the most important ones, and if you don't have them, then you can't really run future. Listen, you don't need Rosea. You could also replace them with Trunks and Vegeta, but you at least need Trunks and Vegeta and Zamasu, I feel like, to run a really good team. Now, of course, you could run androids and some other units, but you mainly want to run this. And for your bench, I didn't explain on the last one, but the last one was just Zenkai bench. This one, you want to Zenkai him, and instead of doing a Zenkai buff for a Blue Zamasu, instead you want to give a health buff to everyone, I think that'd be better. It's about 20%, it's like 24% better. It gives a 24% health buff, that's better, to every unit. So, Vegito might have 2.8, with the health buff you might have 3.2, so, which is way more better, because the more health you have, the more tanky your unit is overall, so. Now, your third team... Another team I don't have because I don't like playing COD. Can't be honest. This is not. Don't listen to this. It's not Unirep, okay? Ignore the top. It's not Unirep. But you want to run Gogeta, VEGITO BLUE, Goku Black, and Gogeta BLUE. So I don't think there's any red God key. There is a green God key and a purple God key, but I don't run this team because there's no good Zenkai buffs or buffs in general for VEGITO BLUE. So, this team I would recommend having him Zenkai 7, have this guy Zenkai 7, then have this guy like 14 stars to get all the health buffs. But honestly, it's one team that I don't have. So if you don't have it, then that's fine. You could run another team. And if you don't have those, you could really run any team if you put them on leaders. Like you can run on Unirep, you can run on like so many other teams. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter is the equipment. Your equipment game must be on point. If you do not have good equipment on this unit, Equipment is half of the unit, so it's important to have good equipment. It really is important. So, of course, you want to have the Jiren equipment. Jiren equipment, strike attack, defense, strike attack, defense. That's what you want. Defense, strike attack. He's a melee type, so you just want to get through it. That you want strike attack is 15% strike attack, bam, 11%, bam. So that's like at max it'd be what? It'd be 15. 15 plus 15, 30. 15 plus 15 again, 30 plus 15, 45. You want to have this equipment. It's really good for his strike attack, and his damage goes up by way more. And his strike defense, 30% more strike defense. That's always useful. Why not have it? Now, you need this one. Even though you might not need the Jiren plot and you might be able to replace it, you need this equipment. This equipment is his clutches, like his crutches. You need him. You need this equipment. You have both strike defense and blast defense. You have strike attack, and what I like the most, you have base health and ultimate damage. Bam. Base health, ultimate damage, what you need. His ultimate, if you do it correctly, he gets one-shot so many damn units. Strike attack, remember, I have that 45 from the other equipment. 45 plus basically 30. That's like, 35 plus 40, that's 75. Why did that take me for a second? Jesus Christ. Okay, listen, I've been in school, okay? Listen, I don't want to hear it, okay? 45 plus 30, that was, okay, 75. 75% more strike damage. Yes, you want that. You need that. Plus the defense. You want that. You need that. It's goated. And then this one, which is actually not recommended. This is what I recommend personally. You don't need to do what I recommend. You could also look at the equipment and what they recommend. I recommend, okay, if you don't have these two plots, you need this one. This one you can get for free, but if you don't have it and you don't have these two plots, then you could replace them with, oh, come on, give me your best shot. The reason why I don't like this is because it has key recovery. That's it, key recovery. It's just garbage in my opinion. You replace it with this one. I have not seen this one yet. Hold on, let me see this. Do not put this one. For the love of God, don't put this one. It might look good in paper, but that minus 5% to strike to blast defense is no bueno. You don't like that. Anything with a minus is not usually good. I recommend having this one instead. And if you want to get the most health out of this unit, then you could run this troll pop. But before we get into that, let's just get into the last equipment before I completely forget to get into that one, right? So this one, defense, base health restoration, goated. This is what you want. More defense on him, and health restoration. Pretty good for a unit like him. More health, more defense. Who doesn't like that? So I don't recommend it if you want to build a more offensive balance and a more offensively balanced Vegito Blue. You might want to instead put this one, which I have it on my Vegito. This one. I'll just replace this one with a random one. So instead, you might want to run something like this. And if you want the most health out of Vegeta that you can, like 30% more than what he usually would have, I'd recommend to run this instead. Because if we look at straight line, that's not what I meant to do. Basically 9.5%, 8.7%. 8.6%. That's close to 30. I mean, the max is 30. If you don't have 30, that's fine, but like, that's a good amount of health. Plus this, which is always useful. It has 18% more base health, so you want to put 30 plus the 18 is 48. 48% more health, which is absolutely amazing. You go from 2 million to 3 million, which makes a big difference. Of course, I don't think that the unit this Vegeta has 2 million to start with, but it should go from normal health to 1.5, which is always useful in my opinion. Health is always something that you want in this game because you need health for everything. You don't have. So with that being said, the next episode I will get to is Kit. So I'm not gonna take any more time. Let's see this ultra animation one more time. So I'm not gonna take any more time. I want you to go out there, play some DVL, summon, and most importantly, have some damn fun. So with that being said, everyone that's watching this video, peace.